Arrowhead Stadium, as we all know, is one of the loudest places in the NFL. And we're sure its 79,000 fans will be out in force again. And we're hoping for another great season of NFL football. Here's the kick. They get him at the 29-yard line. They'll get the ball here at the 29-yard line. First down now and 10 to go. And deep. Puts it up there. No one can come up with it.
And so many quarterbacks worry about getting the ball out there and deep down the field. As a former receiver, I would much rather have some elevation on that ball. Give me a chance to go up and make a play. Typically, receivers are bigger than those defensive backs.
King makes the tackle. That reception is good for 7. The running back has it. And they didn't get it.
Yeah, and for a minute it looked like he might slip out of there, but the defense got there, the pursuit was all over it, and they made a nice stop.
Still on his feet. He brings it out to the 39. They'll start this drive at the 39-yard line. On the ground, right side. A couple of yards there.
The defense did a nice job there jamming the running back, bringing the outside linebacker on a blitz. Sometimes those outside backers a little more athletic and can really help stop the run.
He's dropped for a loss.
And so many times you hear offensive coordinators criticized because they don't try to run the football enough. Well, when you get stuffed in the backfield like that, you understand why they would rather call the pass play.
He throws short. Stiff arms, and he's brought down. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Forte gains about 2 yards on the run. He gets another carry. He fights forward to about the 40 before he's tackled. Forte gains around 3 yards on the run. He throws left. He gets knocked out of bounds at the 28-yard line by Barber.
And I can tell you this, there's nothing that defensive backs hate more than to have one of those big tight ends in the open field running right towards him.
Bolger hands off. Olshansky was there on the tackle. Forte picks up a yard on the play. Dumps it out right. Tackle was made by Brown. Olsen caught that one for a gain of 7. Give to the tailback. He fights forward to around the 16. Williams was there to bring him down. Up the middle.
Well, that's what happens when defensively you get every gap covered. There is simply nowhere to go with the football. No chance for the running back that time.
He'll get the call again. He took a shot at the 13-yard line. Choice gains about 4 yards on the play. There for the catch, and he will lose yardage on the play. Loses a yard on that completion.
That play was really all about defensive pursuit. They saw the ball thrown. They got there quickly for a loss on the play.
The Chiefs put up the first points. They lead it 3-0. He'll return it from the 1. Brought down at the 29-yard line. They were forced to punt on their last drive. Here's the pass. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle.
And he went way up to snag that one. That was a pretty catch.
1st and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line. Rolls right. There for the reception. Tackle was made by Wembley.
It's tough to pay too much attention to a running back in the passing game because at least half the time they're staying in the block. So when they do slip out, occasionally they can hit you for a big play.
Throws it out. Broken up.
Not so much a bad pass as a bad decision. He saw the coverage there, simply had to go to the next receiver. He didn't make the right move.
Gives to the back. He fights forward to about the 33. Just about 3 yards there.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain. Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
Gostkowski can put 3 points on the board and tie this up if he makes it. It's good. Here's your sprint drive summary. That was a great kick from that distance.
It really was, wasn't it? There are no field goal kicker jokes going on the sideline right now. Just a lot of love.
He can't bring him down. The Chiefs put up 3 points their last time out.
Let's go do this. Let's get it done.
Tosses it out. Gains his way to the 49-yard line. Parker was there to bring him down. Barely gets that one off. The tackle was made by Parker. He laid it in there perfectly. That was a well-thrown ball.
And we talk so much about arm strength for the quarterback position, but sometimes you have to be able to put a little touch on it, and that was pretty.
He'll get the call again. The stop was made by Williams. Forte gains around 6 yards on the run. Gets the pass away. Dixon knocks it away. And now the offense will be faced with a 3rd down situation. Passes. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
And that was not an easy kick, Chris.
Yeah, it looked like a little adrenaline kicked in on that one, didn't it? Maybe even surprised him how far he hit that.
He'll return it from the 1. Still working.
The Bengals did come away with 3 on that last series, but defenses typically know if they hold teams to field goals, it's to their benefit.
Gives it off. Brought down behind the line.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
Pitch out. Breaks one, and now it can work. He makes his way to about the 45. Brandon Merriweather is there to bring him down. We played a quarter. The score is 6-3. Chiefs. throws right. Brandon Merriweather makes the tackle. James Jones takes his first reception of the game. Feeds it to the back. The stop was made by White. They get 5 yards on the play. That'll bring up second down. Hit as he let go of the ball.
The Bengals are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their third first down.
Gets the pass out. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Matt Schaub's got the job done there, and we've seen him do it so many times over the years. That's the thing with him. He comes through time after time.
Gostkowski makes it a 4-point game. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. Dropped at the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs' last possession bogged down after starting off so well. They marched right down the field, but then had to settle for 3.
They give it to the tailback. He gets out to about the 28-yard line before he's gang tackled. 3 yards there.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Throws it. Almost picked. They can't hook up on the pass. Now the offense will be facing third down. Gets the ball away. Drops the sure pick. And the pass will fall incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
He's tackled at the 28-yard line.
The Bengals have to be happy with how their offense performed that last time around. That was some drive, and now maybe they come out a little more loose in this drive.
They go with the run. Tackle was made by Wembley. Bird picks up about 4 yards on the play. Bird fumbled. There's a battle for it. Bunkley picks it up. The Chiefs come away with the football.
He used that big old body of his to shield everybody else off the football, and he won that battle.
Coach Jeff Fisher wants the referee to take another look at this one.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is overturned.
And they will keep possession with the reversed call.
Again, we have one of those kinds of calls where you have to watch 2 parts of the body. When was the knee down? When did the ball come out? Difficult to officiate, but they got it right.
Comes down with it. Merriweather is there on the tackle.
And that's good quarterback play. He recognized the blitz. He understood what was happening with the coverage behind it and found the open man.
Gets the pass off. Tackle was made by King.
It really is so much the key to football. You talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. Just so hard to defend.
The stop was made by Jackson. Bird gains around 6 yards on the run. Passes the ball. Jenkins bats it away. James Jones was the intended receiver on the play. Jones was the intended receiver. It's fourth down. This one will be from 48 yards out. And he makes it. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. fielded at the 2. He's tackled at the 28-yard line. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt. Makes the catch. Just about 6 yards on that completion.
Just keeps the ball moving down the field. 6-yard gain and a little progress.
Flips it out short. Parker picks it off. At the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Boy, that one really hurts. When you get an offense that's playing like these guys are, you cannot give them too many free opportunities.
Gostkowski tacks on the extra point. Here's your sprint drive summary. Still pushing. The Chiefs suffered an interception on their last possession. Gives it off. Barber is there to bring him down. Forte gets about 4 yards on the play. Another run. Olshansky makes the tackle. They get 6 there. That'll bring up 3rd down. He rolls out to the right. We'll probably see the punt unit here as that incompletion brings up 4th down. Jenkins is back deep to return. He brings it in at the 14. He's tackled at the 21-yard line. The Bengals will start this drive at the 21. Moves to his right. Merriweather has it. The stop was made by Joe. Brandon Merriweather has interception number 1 of the season. Forte takes the give.
Yeah, it really just throws you off rhythm to have a play that gains nothing. You know, you're going to get something, 2, 3, 4 yards, and it keeps you in that rhythm. But when a defense makes a play like that, it really throws your offense off.
Here's the throw. Kirk on the receiving end, and it's his first catch of the game. Short throw. Parker interception. To the 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
When you have a playmaker like that, it can make such a difference in how you call a game defensively.
Gostkowski is good on the point after. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. He breaks the tackle. The Chiefs want to get better results from this series. Their last one ended with a turnover. Short throw to the right. Russell knocks it down. 2nd down coming up after the incomplete pass. Throws it. Bats it away. They can't hook up on the pass. Now the offense will be facing 3rd down. Gets the pass away. Catches it, and he's dropped.
The Chiefs got a big play that time, and they need a whole lot more of that after beginning this game with a very pedestrian passing attack. That was good. Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
Passes it out. Knocked away. Kirk was his intended target. That brings up another third down attempt. He was hit. He's there for the catch. Tackle was made by Carr.
The Chiefs have been facing a pretty stiff pass defense so far. They haven't been getting too much on their completions, but that time, a big play, and that's exactly what they needed.
The stop was made by Sanders. They'll hurry back to the line. The Chiefs will take their first time out of the half. And this is the 8th play of the drive. The pass is away. They can't hook up on the pass. Now the offense will be facing third down.
Third down. You know what we need, baby.
He throws left. It's tipped. Brian Russell had the coverage on the play. Jenkins back deep to return. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 30. And they're already up big. That return just really puts them into position to make this thing a blowout. They'll give it off here. And he makes it out to about the 31-yard line. From their own 31-yard line.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. 60 minutes. Play the whole game. Oh, you got to do a lot better than that. Empty. Turn it. Put it up, baby. Put it up. Not in my house. Come on, man. Come on now. Hit him hard. Hit him hard. Watch your thing, baby. Watch your thing. Let's have some fun, baby.
They go with the run. He gets out to about the 32-yard line before he's dropped by a host of tacklers. We'll take you to the studio now for halftime.
Welcome to the halftime show. Let's get you caught up on what's happening around the league.
Check out the scores from around the league. Here's a look at the top performers from around the league. Chris Johnson has rushed for over 75 yards. Let's turn to your game stats. A pretty good offensive showing for both of these teams. Cincinnati is on top, 27-6. Here are the highlights from your game.
The second half is about to begin. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to Kansas City. He gets out to about the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs are looking to dig themselves out of this big hole that they've dug themselves into, and at the very least, you have to show the guys on the other bench you're not going to roll over.
Sanders makes the tackle. Forte picks up 5 yards with the carry. Dumps it out right. Tackled at about the 39-yard line by Parker. Greg Olsen with his 3rd reception. He throws right. Deion Grant was there on the tackle.
The Chiefs are having a tough time getting the ball down the field in the passing game against this defense. They're facing some good coverage, and they just haven't been able to break it open.
Short pass to his left. Pass falls incomplete. Devin Hester was the intended receiver on the play. Short throw to the left. Lance Briggs makes the tackle.
When you're trying to blitz the quarterback, you better have some talented corners on the outside, because as a wideout, just give me 3 or 4 seconds against the blitz, and it is awfully tough to try and cover that.
Throws it short. Hit hard at the 33.
The Chiefs are getting on a bit of a roll here. Nice play calling and good execution. The defense looks a little confused right now.
They'll give it off here. Gains his way to the 23-yard line before several defenders bring him down. Passes to his left. Brown is there on the tackle.
Now, sometimes a quarterback can make a wide receiver look good, and sometimes the receiver makes the quarterback look good. That time, that receiver made a brilliant catch.
He doesn't get back to the line.
And you can see the running back there just saying, where are my guys? Where's my blocking? What's going on out here? Just need a little help from your friends.
That's a 3-yard gain.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
Dumps it out left. Hard makes the tackle.
So many times in the games today, you see a quarterback settle for those underneath throws, where in this situation, it really is a time to try and push the ball down the field a little bit. Those quarterbacks, though, they don't like to take chances on interceptions, and clearly there I thought he could have taken a little bit more of a risk.
Jenkins fields it at the goal line. Hit and dropped at the 32-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 32-yard line. Passes it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Good release that time by the receiver.
Stays on his feet. Cameron Wembley was there on the tackle. He throws left. Wembley knocks it down. So we'll probably see the punt team now after that incompletion as the offense goes 3 and out.
Well, you're going to have to gather the troops over on the sideline, because whether it was poor play calling or poor execution, they never got anything going that time.
Takes it back to around the 40.
The Chiefs were having their way with this defense last time out, but were held to just 3 points. They'll look to top that here.
Forte gets it on the inside. They get 5 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd down. Here's the pass. It's there for the catch. Parker is there to bring him down. And this receiver just loves it when the defense is in man coverage.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than when you're coming off the ball and you know it's just you and the guy across from you. That's just good old-fashioned football. But you also know typically when you get man coverage, your quarterback is under pressure.
Not good enough, man.
Forte gains about 4 yards on the play. Throws it out. He catches another.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
Let's go. Get it, baby.
Toss. Williams drops him for a loss at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and we know defensive ends are probably some of the most athletic guys in the league, and typically you think about them getting after the quarterback, but that time he uses athleticism to make a big stop in the run.
Tackle was made by Brown. Brown makes his 5th stop of the game on that play.
Make a stand, G. Let's go. Let's go right here. There we go.
Short throw to the right. Miller is there to bring him down. Devin Hester with his 4th catch of the game. It's no good.
Oh, come on. You have to be kidding me. You can't miss a field goal that short. Just send one of the defensive tackles in. He can make it from that far.
Dropped behind the line.
Really impressive play that time by this defensive line. It wasn't just one guy, but every guy up front just dominating their guy at the point of attack.
Here's the give. Scott makes the tackle. That's a 3-yard gain.
Ouch. You take too many shots like that as a running back, you start peeking around a little bit before you get that football.
Gets the pass away. The 50. At the 30. Brandon Merriweather was there on the tackle. And that was a huge gain through the air.
There's nothing like a big pass play to spark an offense. You can see the enthusiasm now, not just in the quarterback and the receivers, but also in those big guys up front. And, Tom, that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
Passes. Jenkins gets his hand on it. Avery was the intended receiver. Short pass to his left. They bring him down, but the Bengals will have 1st and goal. Jones makes his 3rd grab. On the ground with a tailback. Bird gains about a yard on the play. And this is the 8th play of the drive. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Our score in this one is the Bengals 27, the Chiefs 9. The Bengals are threatening again here at the start of the 4th quarter, already enjoying a commanding lead. Again, he'll get the call. He's still going. Tackle was made by Cameron Wembley. Bird picks up about 4 yards on the play. Brings it in.
The intention of that play was to put the ball in the hands of a playmaker at receiver, allow him to make a move and pick up the 1st down. He was unable to do it, and that brings up 4th.
And he makes it. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. He stopped at the 24-yard line. This offense was frustrated after their last drive ended with a missed field goal. They'll work the right side. Hit and drop behind the line.
And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
Pass passes to his left. Short gain on that completion. Delivers to the halfback on the screen.
The Bengals did an excellent job tackling and keeping things in front of them on that series to force the 3 and out.
Throws short. He's tackled at the 37 by Sanders. Hester makes it 5 catches for the game. He throws right. Parker gets the pick. The stop was made by Washington. Another pick, and that makes his 3rd of the game.
There just aren't many games in the NFL that you win when you throw 3 interceptions. Coaches just preach it all day. We can't give away the game, and that's what's happening here.
Bird gains about 5 yards on the play. From the 33-yard line. Gets the pass out. Pass is complete. Rolling right. Throws it. And it's completed. They push him out of bounds, and now they have 1st and goal.
The Bengals are having some success getting the ball down the field on this drive. This offense is clicking.
He didn't get back to the line.
So many times it's up to that backside blocker to get his guy on the ground, and it sounds ugly, but typically those guys are chopping at their knees and trying to knock them off their feet so there's no comeback. What a run that was. He was trapped behind the line of scrimmage. It looked like he was going to go down for a big loss. Instead, he breaks the tackle and runs it in for the touchdown.
With under 5 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter of play, the score, the Bengals 37, the Chiefs 9. Brought down at the 29-yard line. They'll start at the 29-yard line.
Do your thing, baby.
They hand it off.
Very effective call that time by the defensive coordinator, bringing the outside linebacker a terrific way to give your defense some help in stopping the run.
Gets the ball away. He leaps. It's caught.
And when you're trying to catch those high, hard ones, you just don't know what's going to happen to your body. I tell you, you haven't lived until you caught one of those and had one of those clowns flip you upside down.
Gets the pass off. Caught and dropped. Kirk now with 4 catches in the game. Makes the short throw. Williams is there on the tackle. Greg Olsen makes it 5 catches for the game. Passes the ball. He dives for the end zone. Touchdown.
That's the kind of pitch and catch you just love to see in the NFL. And the difference is these quarterbacks' abilities to zip it into little tight spaces, and these receivers don't miss.
It's good. Here's your sprint drive summary. With less than 4 minutes to go in the 4th, the score, the Chiefs 16, the Bengals 37. The Bengals recover the onside kick.
It's been a rough game for them for sure. At this point, you got to think they're probably just going to be glad this one's over.
Here's the give. White was Washington makes the tackle. The third down run ends up being a decent gain.
And we've seen so many rule changes over the years to help the passing game, but not many to help the running game. So that's a little old school football right there.
White Freeney was there on the tackle. Bird gains about 4 yards on the play. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. Third down coming up after that incompletion. Jenkins gets the carry. Jenkins picks up first down yardage, and I think that was his very first carry of the ballgame.
You got it. First time all day long they've called his number, and if this guy's on my team, you just simply have to find a way to get the ball in his hands.
And he caught it. Tackle was made by Wembley.
Now, they didn't pick up the first down that time, but you drop back, you make a good throw like that. Now you're in position to try and pick up this first down.
He's hammered in the backfield.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive, the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
Bird gets it on the inside. No official signal yet. Yes, it's going to be 6 points.
One score is nice, but two, that is really special. And ask any fantasy football player out there, if this guy's on your team, you're almost as happy as he is right now.
Less than 2 to go in our fourth quarter of play. The score, the Bengals 44, the Chiefs 16. Hit and dropped at the 28-yard line. They'll go to work at the 28-yard line. Dumps it out right, and he's out of bounds, incomplete.
And Tom, I think the pressure got to him there. He just got uncomfortable in the pocket and missed that one.
Here's the throw. It's picked. Devin Hester was there on the tackle.
4 interceptions by any quarterback is bad, but when the guy's been throwing them around as long as he has, that's awful. The defense really has him flustered.
Cameron Wembley makes the tackle. They line up at the 37. Bird comes away with 5 yards on the carry. So it's third down now. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Give to the tailback. He fights forward to about the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's fourth down. This one will be from 47 yards out. And it's good. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. He'll return it from the 1. Drop at the 31. The Chiefs will begin this drive at the 31.
Let's play now, baby. Let's play.
Throws it. And the last man gets him. Washington makes it 5 catches for the game. First and 10.
Here we go. All right.
Gets the pass away. And he brings in the high pass. Mark Bulger is really carving up this defense with yet another completion. He's now up over the 300-yard passing mark.
Now, the defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and they paid a price. He got it out of there, picked up a nice game.
The Chiefs called for a timeout, and that was their last timeout. Hit as he throws.
When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
There for the catch. Loss of 3 on the completion.
He did a great job of keeping containment there. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that one.
They'll keep the offense out there here on 4th down. Just under 10 for the score. To the end zone. And it looks like this touchdown might be coming back. Here's the call.
Repeat, 4th down.
They line up at the 19. Short throw to the left. And he's dropped as soon as he makes the catch. That's all from Kansas City. Highlights are coming up next.